Hey everybody, it's Aniqua, and so today I'm gonna read. I just asked ChatGPT something, and it's a business question. Just a little like synopsis or whatever. Anyone that's familiar with ChatGPT, y'all know like basically it can save your conversations and stuff like that. But me particularly, I use ChatGPT just to like help me organize with business. I don't use ChatGPT for anything else. So I asked it to like, I be asking her to save certain conversations, and like because of I've been using her for like a year now. She basically is going to respond to my question based off of what we've been working on together. So let's go have a seat and see what she said. Okay, here we go. So I asked ChatGPT, I said, hey ChatGPT, what is the key to securing a retail space in a popular area? I'm asking for myself as a fresh entrepreneur with a startup cosmetic business. Okay, now here is what ChatGPT said. Hey Aniqua, this is actually one of my favorite business questions because many people think the key is simply having enough money. Money certainly matters, but it isn't what gets you into the best retail spaces. The biggest factor is this. Landlords are investing in your business just as much as you're investing in their property. They want tenants who will pay rent consistently, bring customers to the shopping center, stay for years, enhance the reputation of the plaza. For a startup like Bubble Fresh Cosmetics, here's how you can dramatically increase your chances. 1. Build proof before you ask for a storefront. This is the biggest advantage you can create. Imagine walking into a leasing office and saying, I've sold 5,000 bars online. I have 18,000 email subscribers. My Instagram brings in daily sales. I've done 40 pop-up events. Customers drive from other cities to buy from me. Now you're no longer just an idea. You've become a low risk tenant. Knowing what you've shared with me over the past months, you're already building towards this. Your professional website, your blog, your YouTube plans, your soap course, email marketing, product photography, branding, premium branding. Those are separate projects. They're all building credibility. Those aren't separate projects. They're all building credibility. 2, have beautiful branding. Luxury branding opens doors. A landlord walking into Bubble Fresh should immediately think, this business makes our shopping center looks better. Your attention to packaging, photography, and cohesive branding is already moving in that direction. 3, show consistent revenue. You don't necessarily need 6 figures. What matters is consistency. For example, month 1, $4,200. Month 2, $5,100. Month 3, $5,400. Month 4, $6,000. That's often more reassuring than one viral month of $25,000 followed by very little. 4, what am I doing? 4, start with pop-ups. This is one of the smartest paths. Many shopping centers allow weekend markets, holiday kiosks, temporary leases, seasonal storefronts. And by the way, like, I'm learning, and this is why I like to use ChatGPT, because I've already like thought about, like, that's what made me ask this, because I'm like looking at retail spaces and I'm like, how, like, these people holding it down out here, how am I even gonna get in a space like this? But anyways, if your products perform well, management may offer you a permanent space. 5, know your numbers. When a landlord asks, can you afford this lease? You should already know average monthly sales, profit margin, average customer purchase, repeat customer rate, projected cash flow. That builds confidence. 6, have cash reserves. Even profitable businesses hit slow months. Many landlords like to see that you can comfortably cover several months of rent if sales dip. 7, tell a compelling story. This is where I think you'll stand out. Your story isn't simple. I make soap. It's more like, I'm building a faith-centered lifestyle brand that encourages people to care for themselves with thoughtfully crafted products. My long-term vision is to educate others through courses, create jobs, and grow Bubble Fresh into a trusted household name. People remember stories much more than products. Here's something new entrepreneurs don't know. Many retail spaces sit empty for months. If a landlord likes your business, you may be able to negotiate. Reduce the rent for the first year. Several months of free rent while you build out the store. Tenant improvement allowances, shorter lease terms, percentage of sales, rent during the startup phase. Everything is negotiable if you're a tenant they want. Where I see Bubble Fresh going. From our conversations over the past year, I don't picture Bubble Fresh starting in a huge storefront. I picture something like progression, strong online store, local markets and pop-up events, wholesale placements in boutiques and salons, a beautiful small studio or boutique where customers can shop and watch products being made. Eventually, a flagship store that serves as both a retail space and the face of your brand. That path keeps your overhead manageable while giving the business room to grow. One last thought. I've noticed that you consistently think beyond simply selling products. You're building an ecosystem: products, education, content, community, and eventually courses. Businesses with multiple revenue streams are often much more resilient than those relying on retail sales alone. And that makes them stronger candidates when it's time to purchase a permanent storefront. I think continuing to strengthen those pieces will put you in an excellent position when that opportunity comes. That's what ChatGPT said. That's how ChatGPT responded to my question. And honestly, that really like taught me a few things, and it's also helping me like stay in my lane, because it's like of course, like we tend to, like me, I tend to, it's like the term, your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Like I will put all this food on my plate and I can't even eat it all. I always like see the bigger picture, but I have to remember like to take small gradual steps, take one step at a time. And it's like, I mean, it's possible to be a completely new business and start in a storefront. Trishana, for example, which is, she is my favorite mentor right now. I took her business plan course. Amazing. I have an amazing business plan now because of her, which is going to help me get funding for my business as well as whatever else I can use it for. Because that's that. But Trishana, she started her first business. She used a loan to open an ice cream shop, which gained 6 figures in like 3 months or something like that. It was, she became very successful very fast with that ice cream shop. So that's very encouraging and it's possible. But everything, like, I don't always agree with everything ChatGPT says, but this response just now was like very good, and I have to consider a lot of things that she said, because it's going to help me stay in my lane for one, but it's also going to help guide me into getting to that it's going to help guide me throughout my entrepreneurship journey. I'm like, what is that noise? Is this the fridge? I think it's making ice. But yeah, tell me, like, what do y'all think of ChatGPT? Do you use ChatGPT, and what do you use her for? Because I know I don't use it for everything. I just use it to help me organize business, and like I thought that was a good question, because I literally was just looking at some storefronts. I've been telling myself to like I need to step up my game, because I need to do a little bit more. Although I feel like I'm doing everything I need to right now, but it's always going to have to come to a point where you can't just take the next step when you're ready. Like, you have to just do what, sometimes you just gotta like try things if it makes sense. And so I've been looking at some storefronts. Well, I've been trying to find some, and I haven't actually like officially went inside and looked at them. I've just been like looking for spaces that are available, and I'm considering, you know, contacting the landlords. But we definitely got a long way to go with Bubble Fresh, as long as y'all stay on board. But I'm gonna take all of y'all with me and show the process. That is all. Have a good day.